On a cold winter day, we dug into our archives to digitally convert some tapes from the 90s. One in particular caught our eye: the construction of the Stowell Road covered bridge in 1990. Unfortunately, due to the unyielding and unforgiving march of time, the tapes deteriorated a bit, so the audio is pretty broken. But luckily, what's not broken is the bridge, and we've managed to piece together the story to share it with you. Stowell Road crosses Babusick Brook, right by the Bedford-Merrimack town line, and it's right at the end that you can find one of southern New Hampshire's few covered bridges. Prior to this, there was a regular wooden one, but in 1988, Merrimack consulted an engineering firm to study the structural integrity of its bridges, and the old bridge didn't make the cut. Once all the details were sorted out, in the fall of 1990, the Department of Public Works Highway Division got to work. Two members of the team that built it were Bob Burley and Bob Lovering, both of whom still work for the town after over 30 years. They gave us the rundown of how the old one was removed and how the covered bridge we know today came to be.
You know, it wasn't very safe to drive across because it was bending in the middle and the base was all blown out, so we put in that covered bridge. And it came as like a giant Lego kit.
It wasn't as simple as clicking blocks together, though. There was a lot of manual labor. Laying the floor panels, putting up the siding, meticulously maneuvering a crane around a wooded area. And that's just some of the work taking place up top. They also had to hang below the bridge to secure it in place.
Well, you're just screwing it up and you got a big wrench, ratchet, and you tighten it up. That's it, you know, and but no, that was a lot of fun. It really was.
You know, these pins we drove in were 1.5 inches, and the holes that were drilled were 1.25 inches. So we had to force them down in there with sledgehammers, and then we just kept pounding and pounding for days. You go home, your arms are ringing in your head, and it was a lot of work, but it was satisfying in the end when the bridge was done, and we said, we built that.
The bridge itself is made of a variety of different woods. The walls are treated hemlock. The shingles on the roof are hand-split cedar, and the ornamental sheeting on the sides is native New Hampshire white pine. There's been a few repairs here and there over the past 3 decades, but the bridge itself has held as strong as the people who built it. But there's actually one material they couldn't have built this bridge without: good old-fashioned Merrimack grit. And in that way, this tape acts as a bridge between the past and the present. As for the future, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thank you for watching.